The weight of the past simply became too much for their bond to bear. Lizzie lived out her remaining years in relative isolation at Maplecroft, though she did travel and engage in some social activities, often under an assumed name or with a small circle of loyal friends. She continued her involvement with animal welfare causes. The shadow of the murders never truly left her. Children would whisper the infamous nursery rhyme when she passed, and she was a constant subject of gossip and speculation. She changed her name to Lizzie Borden, perhaps in an attempt to shed some of the notoriety, but it was a futile effort. The name Lizzie Borden was already seared into the public consciousness. Lizzie Borden died of pneumonia on June 1st, 1927, at the age of 66. By a strange coincidence, her sister Emma died just 9 days later in Newmarket, New Hampshire. They were buried side by side in the family plot in Oak Grove Cemetery in Fall River, alongside their parents and their biological mother. Even in death, Lizzie remained an enigma. She left a significant portion of her estate to the Animal Rescue League of Fall River. The question of her guilt or innocence, however, remained unanswered, ensuring her story would continue to haunt the American imagination for generations to come. Section 7. A new chapter from crime scene to haunted haven. After Lizzie Borden's death and the subsequent passing of her sister Emma, the infamous house at 92 2nd Street passed through several owners. For many years it remained a private residence, its dark history a well-known but perhaps downplayed aspect of its identity for those who lived within its walls. Imagine trying to live a normal life in a house where such unspeakable acts occurred. The psychic residue, the sheer weight of that knowledge, must have been immense, yet people did live there, raising families, going about their daily routines, all while the legend of Lizzie Borden grew larger outside their windows. The transformation into a public space began in the latter half of the 20th century. The enduring public fascination with the case, fueled by books, documentaries, and the sheer unsolved nature of the crime, made the house a landmark of morbid curiosity. Eventually, the decision was made to capitalize on this interest. In 1996, the house was purchased by a private owner who had a vision to turn the site of a horrific double murder into a bed and breakfast and museum. This was a bold move, some might say a macabre one, but it tapped directly into the public's undying fascination with the dark side of history. Today, the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast Museum stands as a chilling monument to that fateful August day. The owners have meticulously restored the house to appear as it did in 1892, complete with period furnishings and decor. Guests can sleep in the very rooms where the Borden family lived and died, including the guest room where Abby Borden was murdered, and even Lizzie's own bedroom. The sitting room, where Andrew Borden met his gruesome end on the sofa, is a focal point of the tours. It's an immersive experience designed to transport visitors back to that terrifying time, to make them feel the history firsthand. The house operates daily tours, guiding visitors through each room and recounting the grim details of the murders and the subsequent investigation and trial. For the truly brave, or perhaps the truly obsessed, staying overnight offers an unparalleled opportunity to experience the house after dark. It's a place where history, horror, and the paranormal converge. The transition from a private home to a notorious crime scene and finally to a tourist destination is a testament to the powerful hold that such stories have on our collective psyche. The darkness within 92 2nd Street is now its primary attraction. Section 8. Whispers from Beyond. The lingering spirits of the Borden house. This house isn't just a museum, it's a hotbed of paranormal activity. The violent, traumatic deaths that occurred here have left an undeniable spiritual imprint. Staff, guests, and paranormal investigators like myself have documented countless unexplained phenomena within these walls. It's as if the spirits of the Borden family and perhaps others connected to the tragedy are still trapped here, replaying the events, seeking justice, or simply unable to move on. The energy is intense, a constant hum of unseen presences, making their existence known to those who dare to listen. Many believe the primary spirits are Andrew and Abby Borden, the victims of the brutal axe murders. Abby is often reported in the guest room where she died, sometimes as a sorrowful apparition or a cold spot. Andrew's presence is frequently felt in the sitting room near the sofa where his life was so violently taken. Guests have reported feeling touched, pushed, or hearing disembodied moans and whispers in these areas. Could these be the anguished cries of souls who met such a horrific end? The evidence we've captured, the EVPs, the sudden temperature drops, suggests a powerful residual haunting. Lizzie Borden herself is also said to haunt the premises, particularly her old bedroom. Some have reported seeing a female figure resembling Lizzie, while others have captured EVPs of a woman's voice, sometimes seeming to interact with investigators. Is it Lizzie, forever tied to the scene of the crime she was accused of, protesting her innocence or perhaps relishing her infamy? The spirit of Bridget Sullivan, the maid, has also been reported, often in her attic room or on the back stairs. Her presence is usually described as less menacing, perhaps a residual echo of her daily life and the terror she experienced. Beyond the main family members, other entities are sometimes reported. Shadow figures are commonly seen darting down hallways or lurking in doorways. Objects move on their own, doors open and close, and inexplicable sounds like footsteps or muffled conversations are heard when no one is physically present. The basement, where the alleged murder weapon was found, is a particularly active spot, often described as having a heavy, oppressive atmosphere. We believe this location acts as a conduit for the intense negative energy generated by the murders, drawing in and amplifying paranormal phenomena. This house is a direct line to the other side. Section 9, an unsolved riddle, the enduring cultural obsession. The Lizzie Borden case is more than just an unsolved murder. It's a cultural phenomenon, a dark legend woven into the fabric of American history and folklore. The sheer brutality of the crimes, committed in broad daylight within a seemingly respectable Victorian home, shattered societal assumptions. And the prime suspect, a Sunday school teacher, a spinster daughter, defied every stereotype of a violent killer. This incongruity, this shocking juxtaposition, is a huge part of why the story continues to fascinate and horrify us, even over a century later. The mystery itself is an irresistible lure. The infamous nursery rhyme, Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41, though factually inaccurate in its count, cemented Lizzie's image as an axe murderer in popular culture, regardless of her acquittal. This simple, chilling rhyme has been passed down through generations, ensuring that the story and the gruesome imagery associated with it remains alive in the public consciousness. It's a stark reminder of how folklore can shape our perception of historical events, sometimes overshadowing the complex realities of the case. The case has inspired countless books, academic studies, plays, operas, television shows, and films. Each new interpretation attempts to unravel the mystery, to offer a new theory, to understand the psychology of Lizzie Borden, or to identify an alternative killer. Was she a cold-blooded psychopath, a victim of circumstance, a woman pushed to the brink by an oppressive family life, or was she entirely, innocent, a victim of a flawed investigation and societal prejudice? These questions continue to fuel creative exploration and historical debate, keeping the case perpetually relevant and endlessly debated. Ultimately, the enduring intrigue of the Lizzie Borden house and its story lies in its unresolved nature. The lack of a definitive answer to who done it allows for endless speculation and keeps us hooked. It challenges our understanding of justice, family dynamics, and the darkness that can lurk beneath a placid surface. The house itself, now a museum and B&B, allows people to step directly into the heart of the mystery, to feel the chilling echoes of the past. As long as questions remain, as long as the spirits are said to whisper, the haunting legacy of Lizzie Borden will continue to captivate and terrify. The truth is still out there, locked within those walls.